Hello, my beloved shish lovers. This video is going to be about my trip to Czech Republic and Budapest afterwards, how I took part in the hookah battle, and how a little bit messed up there. Let's go! So, before we start, we have a kind of new location. Let's say it's different part of my room, and also, let's say like this, I have kind of new device here which will be recording my voice. So tell me in the comments how is it? Do you like it more? Do you like it less? And if you wouldn't like it, we will change back to the previous location. So first of all, let's start what happened and why I was in Czech Republic. So, hello everyone, we are already in the park. Let's make a small room tour. Yeah, it's me. That's like, I don't have a normal thing on my phone, so I'm using just like this. Okay, let me show you around what we have here. So basically, I live alone, but I have no idea why there is like 3 beds here. Probably I will find some more friends in Prague and will bring them here. One more flat, one more bed. Nothing really interesting. Yeah, there is a nice picture of Prague here. Bathroom and toilet, the most important things. So guys, tomorrow I will go to Ostrava. There I'll prepare a shisha for hookah battle, and I will film a little bit of composition, how I'm making it, how it will look, so you will see all the moments, all the most interesting ones. Yeah, and afterwards, after the competition, probably there will be after party. Probably I will film some little bit there. There will be interview with one of the co-founders and founders of Hookah Battle. There will be a small interview. I will speak a little bit about the whole thing itself, how it happened, and what are the main things here, why he's doing it, what are the purposes, and etc. 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 Yeah. What else? Yeah, and afterwards I will have like 2 days in Prague. I should have an open shift on the 2nd of July, but the guy with who I was speaking just really messed up me and basically a little bit scammed me because he said, "Yeah, okay, okay, we will do it." Afterwards, like I was speaking with him during the month, and he always think, "Yeah, well, let's do something. We'll find something out." And just today, when I'm already like in Prague, probably I was in the morning, he wrote me, "Oh no, no, we're not interested in it. We're not interested." So I really hate when people couldn't just say like from the first phase, like we're not interested in it. And I would not spend one more day in Prague, and I will just go directly to Budapest to visit my friends. And probably I will film some hookah places here. Maybe I will film something more else. So it's my kind of first vlog in English. So we'll see what happened. See you. Good morning, and today we are going to Ostrava. Uh, Nothing really interesting happened. I met with this guy. The picture on Instagram would be here. He's also participant of Hookah Battle. We were in the Caviar Lounge. Not bad, not good, but they have only Blackburn and Dark Side. Honestly, I would really love if they have more Tangiers because they had only one flavor. So I just smoked Tangiers chocolate ice cream. Plus, it's not a black currant from Blackburn, I assume, and ice from Dark Side. Yeah, so we just chill, I ate McDonald's, and now I'm going to Ostrava. Yeah, just had breakfast. And we'll film there. So today we are creating the hookah for tomorrow competition. So probably I will grab it. I need to find a big pack of popcorn to put it inside to make it look good. My mix is already in a jar which I brought with me. So everything is good, and I'll show you the train and maybe something inside of it. So let's go to the next episode. That was my first few days in the Prague. I met there a few guys from the industry. I visited Caviar in the first few days. The shisha, by the way, in the Caviar was kind of a cage, but we'll speak about the European shisha later because I have a lot of questions and a lot of things that I could tell you about it. So afterwards, I was in Ostrava, how you can see. Boom. I'm already in Ostrava, so let's make a room tour where I'm going to live. Honestly, I'm living in the student dormitory, but it's really amazing. So I have two beds. I don't really need two beds, but still. So here I probably will create my hookah for competition. I already printed QR codes, which I'm going to use. And the view is really, really nice. So I assume that's theater or something else. I didn't really check yet. So we're going out to check what is there. As you can see, the view is really cool. I'm living on the, I don't know, it's like 6th floor, yeah. Probably I can cook and something here. It's really, really great. And the next video probably would be, I don't know, from already the exhibition and the competition. Or maybe I will film a little bit when I will be creating a shisha itself. See you guys. Hello, my beloved shisha lovers. Today is the day of the competition, so I have my final steps with the hookah. I'm going to use the Nana Smoke Eileen. You can see it here. Pretty beautiful, but really big one. So let me tell you the story, how it all started. Anwar from Original Virginia wrote me and suggested me to go to Shisha Mess, but I could not. It was really hard and really expensive. So also he suggested me to take part in Slavic hookah battle, and like I took it with all my pleasure. And the idea is that we are creating the popcorn, so the people would have experience eating the popcorn, smoking the kind of popcorn, and at the same time watching the video, the film where I'm creating this mix. It will be named Story of the Mix. Maybe you've already seen it on the Shorts channel. However, like the small video will be played like next. Yeah, and how it will look. So now what we have. We have such beautiful design made by my friend who you can find in the description, who is also editing my videos. And the guys where I was printing everything didn't want to give me the cupboard which I needed, so I just took it from and they have really a lot of it, so I didn't really understand why they didn't give it to me. They have like whole office in the cupboard. So maybe they just didn't send it to me, or maybe because they just don't like such people. So it doesn't matter. I got my cupboard from the bin for recycling for the paper. And like, that's a genius move, you know? So I think the next video will be already from hookah battle or the expo itself, because I probably will take interview from different stands, show you what they have there, what they smoke, and we'll see you there. Decided just to show you the process how I'm preparing hookah. So that's how it looks now. Basically, it's just it will be popcorn basket. Here will be a popcorn. Okay, let's make like this. So here will be popcorn. Here will be the bowl itself, and on all sides will be such papers like popcorn from Hookah Donut. I think it's really cute. Maybe I'll add something like this, but we will see. So just the final steps. Yeah, and here it's support for the hose itself. And in the next episode, you will see the final one. Boom. So, as I promised, you can see the final version of the home, let's say, handmade shisha which we made. The design is like a popcorn. You can read like popcorn hookah donut. On the top there would be a bowl, this one, and also there will be a lot of popcorn. I'll put it here. Are some QR codes for judges, and I think the next part of the video will be already from the exhibition itself. So yeah, that's all. And here's a puff. He will go with me. And there was a hookah battle and Ostrava of the Mu. It's kind of exhibition, shisha exhibition, like kind of the tiny shisha mess or like a tiny hookah battle. Let's see how it was. And it was pretty hilarious because the guy was telling me so much information about his brand. Currently, I don't really remember a lot, but there will be like next part, next episode where I'm speaking more about this brand. But they have a pretty nice mouse tips, pretty nice stuff made out of the wood. So why not to try it? The price, as I remember, was pretty costly, but the design is okay, and I really liked their desks. They were pretty nice, pretty cool, and the guy was really passionate about his brand. That's also the thing which I like about the consumer. So uh, there will be some little bit footage about this brand, like what I have, and afterwards I'll tell you my first, uh, let's say my first things, my first thoughts about it. So, as I just found the first place where I tried to took a small interview, I forgot to turn on the sync, the microphone, so I could not say that it you had will have an audio there, but I for sure will try to say everything what the guy told me. The pieces they have, like they're pretty nice, but in my opinion, the price it could be a little bit expensive. Overall, it looks okay. Let's go further and see what we have here. Currently, I'm in front of the stand of Hookah How I understood, it's like electronic louds, and we will try to ask guys how it works and basically tell us a few words about it. Electronic HTM. So could you tell us a few words how it works? What are the conditions there, etc.
Yeah, hello, nice to meet you. And my name is Siri Fabian, and I'm co-founder of Hukamonk company. Like 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, we started the mission of changing charcoals to electricity. So instead of charcoals, we actually use like this kind of head, which is heating the regular tobacco. There is no liquids, anything. Then this regular shisha, which you can see. So the real magic is in this part, which measures temperatures, measures like the inhales, and provides just enough the temperature. Just enough the power in order to keep the temperature stable per your setting. So if you like not seasoned smoker, then basically you just set the temperature to lower temperatures. If you into like really heavy shishas, then you set it to higher, and it will just keep the temperature, and you don't need to actually play any gimmicks with all the settings and everything. That's the biggest advantage of this piece.
And is it what? Do you use any kind of balls here, or you need like a special ball for
Yeah,
such device?
So we originally started with any type of balls, and then we found out that it wouldn't work that well because like every ball is specific, and electricity. So with charcoals you can really play with like position of charcoals and number of charcoals and so on, and give like more power. For example, if you have like really thick clay balls, we can't do that because we are limited with the power. So we opt for actually our own ball, which is from duraluminum, and then it fits into the HMS which is inside. So it's our own ball which you can only use. Every now and then we receive requests from guys actually to use their own balls. We have to say no. This is like more like Apple to PC. Like Apple is also coming with all the components together, which works well. PC allows you to actually make all the various combinations, but you then need to be actually skilled in how to actually put it all together, and then something needed to work very well, something works. So yeah.
Okay, and the last question, like what are the price conditions here?
Yeah,
Or it's like a special prices for lounges only, or for
Yeah.
you can buy it like
Yeah,
for
so-
regular purposes?
So we have like one retail price at this moment, which is 1,200 euros without VAT. We of course provide discounts to wholesalers, to lounges, volume discounts, and we currently working on the version which is, let's say, using less power, has standard connectors for USB-C, so you can actually use your own adapters. You can use your own battery packs, for example, if you wish, which will further lower the price. So we are actually targeting the 800. Like fall of this year with the new version.
Okay, and these ones need like kind of special batteries or something?
Yeah, so basically this one, as you see, is connected to the electricity. So there is electricity outlet. But then instead of electricity, we created also our own battery pack, which you can actually just connect here, and you can smoke like 2.5 hours for this.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you a lot. Speaking about the Hookah device, let's say like this HTM, I would say it works. That's for sure. I couldn't say like it's perfect or something, but it really works. I don't know what tobacco they used last time when I smoked it, because it was really chemical. overall the exhibition is like completely different style from the ones in which it was. So it's Hukulap Show or John Caliano. They have their own vibe, and the good thing that everyone can go here, and there are a lot of people who I assume never smoke tobacco because I saw some grandpas and grannies who are just trying tobacco, and it's really cute, honestly, most of the cases. And there are also for sure some devices and some brands which I'm kind of interested. So yeah, we'll see. And I think the next episode will be already from hookah battle. Yeah, so let's go and a little bit prepare our hookah. So currently we are near the Fumela tobacco, and the guy will tell us all the information about it.
Yes, hello everybody. The Fumela tobacco strong line. It's tobacco from Poland. It's a brand new tobacco in Czech Republic, and here we're presenting 12 flavors of this tobacco. It's semi-strong. It's the light tobacco on half with the black tobacco, Burley and Virginia Gold. So it's the beginning of the selling of this tobacco in Czech Republic. And so we hope everybody's enjoy this tobacco, and you can try tobacco in all the Czech e-shops. You can buy it everywhere.
Your top 3 flavors.
Top 3 flavors. All right. I would say the Yellow Submarine is the lemon with ice. Also, I like the passion fruit, pink pop, and the 4th one I would say that's Kvass. It's an interesting one.
Okay, and what are the prices for this tobacco?
It's the 189 crowns for the 25 grams package.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So, speaking about this tobacco, I could say that honestly, I am surprised they have a pretty good aromas. I like the kvass. It's, if you know this drink, like it's a typical drink which made out of the bread. So basically, it's like a bread water. Also, the one of the flavors which I kind of liked was I don't really remember. Baikal, but in my opinion, it's not like a Baikal because there's no like a grass flavor there. It's mostly like a Coca-Cola, and the Coca-Cola was pretty good. It's okayish. The blueberry, classic blueberry, like Al-Fakir blueberry, nothing really interesting. What else I've tried? I think also Pink Pop. I think it's kind of thing made under inspiration of Pinkman. And I didn't really like it because I don't like Pinkman. In my opinion, it's really chemical flavor, and I didn't really like the nature flavor of it. Overall, the thing is, maybe I would try to take it for review because honestly, I liked few aromas. It's not strong one, and the price, which you told me, like it will be somewhere in the corner. So we'll see. Let's go next. Please tell us a few words about this product.
Okay. Hello, my name is Václav, and I'm one of the co-founders and CEO of the Craftium. We are here today on our first day. This is like a grand opening for us because we are a brand new brand of tobacco from Czech Republic, and we have here on bar you can see 12 flavors, which are the flavors we prefer the most and we believe that are the best that we can offer right now. And this is a medium strong kind tobacco, which is preferred to be like on a daily routine smoke. And we have some desert flavors, we have fresh flavors. Also, we have some extra flavors like is a violet or a cinnamon biscuit, and those kind. As you can see, we have tablets when you can rate or find information about everything. Also, staff who is willing to tell you everything.
What is the blend you use? Like what are the butters are you using?
In every flavor, we are using right now a mix of Burley and Golden Virginia.
Okay, so pretty classic one. And what are the prices?
We have two kind of boxes, two amounts. The bigger one is 200 grams, which is for 1035 sorry.
Okay, no problem.
1350 crowns, and the smaller one, which is 20 grams of tobacco, this is around 179 crowns.
And let's say your top 3 flavors.
Okay, Jellico, which and this is personally my own preference.
Sure, sure.
Okay, so the first one is Jellico, which is Haribo bonbon.
Coca-Cola Haribo, yeah.
Okay, so the next one is a plum, and the third one would be red berries or wild strawberries. It's I love both, so this is mine.
Thank you a lot. Thank you a lot. Have a nice day. Personally, what I think about this product, he said that it's like medium high strengths. I would say it's like less than medium. So for me, it's pretty light, comparing to like Dark Side, Black Baron, and other popular brands all over the world. About the flavors, I would probably say that the hazelnut aroma was really good. It's like a really classic Nutella flavor. Speaking about other flavors, I would also recommend to try, the Jelly Coke. Raspberries was not really good. They say it's like wild strawberry, but in my opinion, it's like a really chemical one. And speaking about the other flavors that you had, the violet also I didn't really like, but the hazelnut and the Jellico were pretty good. Really classic one, nothing really particular special, but pretty good aromas honestly. And I'm surprised that European brands now making really good aromas, even in comparison with brands which I really like. Basic, but pretty good. See you. Let's go to Berlin here, for example. This place looks really awesome, in my opinion. So personally, maybe I would go to this lounge if I would be like in Ostrava, if it's situated here, because the design of this stand particular, and I think the shisha place, the lounge, is really good. And they're suggesting the mixes. So for Europe, I think it's a pretty good option. Let's go to check other stands. Another stand, it's Walravn. It's the right name? Yeah. Pronounced right. Okay, great. Could you tell us, please, a few words about the brand, about the idea, what you're doing, what are the purposes, and all the stuff about the brand?
Yeah.
You can take it.
Basically, we are a punk brand from Czech Republic, and we produce by hand mostly everything. What we can source from Czech Republic, we source from Czech Republic. Sometimes Germany, but mostly EU. I think we don't make compromises in design and quality. We even have here our perfect bowls and full bath of our second quality, but sometimes the second quality means that even I cannot recognize what's bad about the bowl. For example, if you look here, this is one of our products. This is our HMD, our bowl, our hookah, and it's all handmade. It's natural, little bit shamanistic, demonic maybe. Yeah.
And if you're speaking about the bowls, what materials you're usually using? What are the let's say, the perfect bowl in your opinion as a brand representative?
Yeah. Right now, most of our bowls are made from stoneware, sometimes from red clay, and basically when we do research a new product, we take basically all of the stonewares and porcelains and stuff like that and test it all. And that's why we don't have many bowls like other brands, like they have 30, 50, 100 different kinds of bowls. We have 4, and each one takes 1 to 2 years of testing and development to make the perfect thing for the design purpose. So every our bowl is purposely designed for specific task.
Great. And if you're speaking about your shishas, hookahs, what materials you're usually using except like the wood, which I see, the epoxy? I mean, like, you use stainless steel, aluminum, or what?
Most times we use stainless steel, and because it's very durable, like there's nothing wrong about aluminum, but basically consensus is that stainless steel is better, so we use stainless steel. And yeah, this is the full stainless steel hookah, and here is my little joke. This is brass, and even though it's not polished, but it's smoothly finished, after you smoke first hookah, it gets tarnished, and basically it compounds to whatever you smoke, that color it will have, and that finish it will have. And it's a little bit of joke. It's a reference for Japanese ideology about old things not being ugly. That what gets old sometimes gets more beautiful. So this is, I have in every product there is a little joke about like this. Yeah. So yeah, the hookah were designed when I was working in a lounge, and I wanted something perfect for me to smoke at home, and something that would be ergonomic to work in lounge. When you have, for example, 20, 50 hookahs, and you want to push it out and just be able to work with it effectively, and don't want to think about it. Okay, the hose falls out, or sometimes it doesn't pull right, or the blow off is shit. So I designed it like that, so there is no
Extra work.
yeah, first of all, extra work, but there is nothing defecting the smoking experience. Yeah, so the pulls are very smooth. You cannot I don't know how to say it in English, but when you blow in the hookah and the water gets in the bowl,
Yeah.
it's almost impossible with our hookahs. But still, if you blow into it, the blow off works. The bowl gets a little bit colder, but you would need to try very, very hard to make it splash out of the top. If you want, we have maybe some hookah here. Like this one has a different. Yeah, every hookah we make has a different blow off valve. For example, can you blow into it? And this one has this blow valve. Most times the blow off valve goes through here, but we can personalize the experience to each customer. Yes.
And also, you're making really funny HTM devices.
That's why I said that we are a little bit punk brand, because we are unconventional. Yeah, you know the bath full of second grade bowls, and like people are loving it, and we have like full-on sex on our HMDs, and this is our most popular HMD.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was a little bit afraid, but it worked out well.
Okay, thank you a lot. That was really cool.
Thank you.
The idea of this Valravno brand, honestly, because I really like punk culture, and this guy is really loving his brand. He's really passionate about it. And the one thing which I also really like, that most of their bowls are low gram bowls, so you wouldn't use a lot of tobacco. So I assume that also one of the brands I probably would try one day and make a review on it, because it's kind of interesting. I'm not sure that I will go to any other stand, because I also see that there is also vintage Starbucks here and some other stuff, and Natalia. But honestly, I'm not even interested in such brands, because in my opinion they're already that old-fashioned, and you should not really smuggle it. If you want to know more about Adalia, you can click the button here and watch my review on it. So I think the next part will be from Hookah Battle already. Yeah, that was my kind of review on the whole exhibition. Honestly, I didn't find anything interesting there. There were maybe 2-3 brands which grabbed my attention. The first one was the Pang Bowls. I think you saw it in the last episode. Yeah, Pang Bowls, they were pretty good ones and pretty interesting. Also, there were 2 brands which were kind of okayish. They were smoked nice. Couldn't remember the names, but I think you saw in the previous episode that I talk a lot about them. However, most of the products were really bad, Starbucks Vintage or some other kind of stuff which looked like a sherbetli, but worse on the cheap Chinese shishas, and with people who have no idea what is the hookah culture is, how to smoke shisha correctly, etc, etc, etc. So after this exhibition, I took part in the hookah battle. You can see my performance here and my preparation in the next episode. Let's see it.
Okay, that's nice. Popcorn hookah.
So yeah, a little bit messed up. I still have no idea how I messed up, but thank you to Original Virginia. You can watch a review about it somewhere here. And thanks for Nanosmoke for providing me a shisha for this event. And thanks to Stan that he made this event happen. However, I could not say that it was a great event, but overall it was kind of okay-ish, and I probably wouldn't not really want to take part in the small hookah battles because I'm not really satisfied with the jury, even if the hookah itself wasn't giving a lot of clouds, a lot of smoke, because I somewhere messed up. I really agree that I messed up somewhere. The flavor, they could feel it. The flavor was really interesting and good, and in my opinion, it was much more interesting than just double apple with mint on Khalil Mamoon. Honestly, sorry, but in my opinion, it was much more interesting. So I don't really agree with the jury, but they're jury, so that's the reason why I wouldn't really take another part in hookah battle. Yeah, and with the Stas Metkov, we have a small interview. You can see preview here.
It's gonna be Nikolai Korsakov, the founder of Podnebesna and the co-organizer of different hookah festivals in St. Petersburg and Moscow, such as International Hookah Picnic and St. P Hookah Fest.
And the full video will be, I assume, one of the next videos, so you can see it there. After the hookah battle, I met a really cool guy, Artem. He works in Czech Republic with the electronic shishas, with electronic HTM, electronic clouds, Hookah Monk. He works with them. They're developing it now and making from it some kind of new feature. So I also took a small interview. So he told me how the electronic HTM works, what are the features, what are the difference, and you can see a small preview of this video also here.
Artem Sashnin, I work in restaurant loft number 8. We founder of electronic hookah. We make the best shisha in Czech Republic.
Yeah, afterwards, it was my last few days in the Prague. I took a lot of pictures, so probably they would be somewhere here just popping out. I took a lot of pictures and I was mostly chilling. I walked like 60 to 80 kilometers in 3 days because I watched all the Prague. I walked everywhere. I was in a few shisha places in the Czech Republic. So in Ostrava, I was like in 2 places. It was like Czech hookah club or something where I asked for Tangiers with Blackburn, and it was not really good. They didn't give enough heat, and after one of my mates also asked for a shisha and they brought him something I didn't understand what is it, and it should be like Harbon, so cola with like lemon, so pretty easy mix, but they really messed it up. However, there was one place which I kind of liked. It was oh crap, I don't really remember the name of the place, but it was like Fly in the Sky or something, and there was a girl the shisha master who was a girl, she made a really good shisha. She had much more tobacco and much more brands than other places, even like in the Prague. And I really appreciate it because they had a Cobra whiskey, so she made me a really good shisha with it. Yeah, and in Prague itself, I visited just a few places, the Caviar, which I told you before, and the place where we were chilling with Artem, where we interviewed, so which you seen in the previous episode. Yeah, that's it. So we were just chilling, smoking shisha. He told me how he bring tobacco to Europe. I was really interested, and probably maybe in the future we'll also can bring something here, working with different companies. And after the Prague, I wanted to visit my friends in Budapest. Yeah, during the whole, I think you see a lot of pictures somewhere here during the whole episode. Yeah, I visited my friends in Budapest. I was just chilling with them, so nothing really interesting. However, I should have one masterclass in Prague with collaboration with Easy Coco, the brands of charcoals, the brands of some kind of HQD, so electronic cigarettes. And they really messed me up because I was speaking with them during the months, guys, and I was speaking like, could we make something? They said, yeah, we could make, no problem. And like in the last minute when I was nearly in the plane to the Czech Republic, to Prague, The guy just told me, no, we're not interested in it. And like, I really hate, I don't see a problem. Like, if they're not interested, they could tell it in the first place. And I really messed up. Like, I spent 1 extra day in Prague, which I could save my money and go to Budapest sooner and visit and chill more with my friends. So I could like spend more time in different things, like, or give a master class in another place, etc., etc., etc. So there are so many options there. And like, I don't understand why you could not tell in the first place that I'm not interested. No question, no problem. Same it was when I was working with Easy Coco for a month, when I said, okay guys, I'm going to vacation, and afterwards we can discuss new conditions, so maybe you're interested in my English channel because I'm stopping Russian one now. And they said, yeah, no problem. I'm coming back from vacation, no one's saying anything. I'm writing to the manager with who I was chatting, and she's like not answering, just ignoring me. I'm writing to the official Instagram account, and they're like, oh, we stopped collaborating with you. I'm like, what the fuck? Why didn't tell me? What's the problem? And again, like, they don't tell shit. Like, they have a pretty good product. The Easy Coco, the charcoals are pretty good, no questions. I even had a review on them, but the managers are so not professional, and they usually send the voice notes, and I really hate when just like companies send me voice notes. It's like, it should be like kind of professional communication, not this bullshit. So I don't really. I wouldn't recommend you to work with Easy Coco. Let's go back to Budapest. How was there? In Budapest there are 2 good shisha places, at least like for European standards. One of them is this one, and another one is this one. I wasn't the first one a lot of times, and we went there with my friends. The price is pretty expensive. It was around like 30 euro for the shisha. However, they had Tangiers, they have like Blackburn, they have and they had also a lot of Russian tobacco. They had also Satir, that was pretty interesting. And the guy there, they had a new shisha man. He was from Kharkov, and he made a really, really good shisha. Honestly, it was like the best shisha which I smoked in the Budapest, which wasn't made by me, for sure. Yeah, that guy was really good. So we visited that place, smoked shisha there. The pictures will be also somewhere here. And another place, it's a new place, just opened. It's like Time Cafe, and I was collaborating with these guys afterwards. So we made a small masterclass. It was by the way, it was my first masterclass in Europe. You can a little bit congrat me. It was really great experience, telling people and showing different features of the hookah culture, how you can work with different mixes, how to make, what are the difference between different products, what are they made from, and etc, 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 etc. So it was really good experience. If you want a masterclass for your shisha mans or for your clients, for your guests, let me know and write in any of my social media. Yeah, in Budapest I was mostly chilling, having masterclass, and the last day we were with my friends, just chilling, smoking. So yeah, we were just chilling, and after masterclass I made just a shisha for my friend. The pictures also will be somewhere here. It was Karma. So I was just honestly chilling, and afterwards I came back to Bergen, where I live and where I'm filming the videos now. Yeah, that was my trip to Czech Republic. That was my experience in hookah battle, and yeah, and speaking about the shisha in Europe, I would say that Europeans usually smoke something light. There are not a lot of people who are looking for any kind of strong tobaccos, and the problem that I really see that in Europe there is a big difference, like an understanding of the shisha itself, because they think like there is a black tobacco and there is like how you name it, like light tobacco, and yeah, like yellow. So basically they're speaking about the Berlin, Virginia, but come on, like guys, its amount of nicotine could be like completely different. It's another story. Had a lot of great experience at Riot HTM, which I will speak more in the next few videos. Yep, so it was pretty cool. And if you want to have like a professional masterclass, or maybe some kind of collaboration in different countries, filming something for your shisha place, or having a professional consultation, let me know and write me in DM. Have a nice day, have fun, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, click the like button, And if you have any questions, write them in the comments. It was your beloved Shisha blogger Hookah Donut. Have a nice day and bye.